So collective, this is Debs, and this of course is your personal reading for the month of October 2025. Lovely to be with you. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is really appreciated. Now, in a vision, Archangel Michael took me to a forest area, and the moon had come up and it was shedding the most glorious light over the forest. Moonlight. After a few seconds, a little creature came up out of a hole, out of nowhere, bathed in the moonlight, and then went back down the hole again. But it kept doing this every few moments until the sun rose, and it shone this glorious glow over the forest. And when the forest area was completely illuminated, this little creature didn't go back down the hole again. It stayed on the surface and it just sat there taking in this light. And that's where the vision ended. So whoever you are out there, you may have felt maybe at night you kept going down a rabbit hole, right? You kept thinking about something over and over again, your mind wandering. It may not have been healthy for you. For some of you, you may have watched endless tarot readings. This might have been something that upset you. This might have been something that threw you off course. And up until now, you might have been sort of in a strange way reveling in the confirmation that you were hurt, right? Yes, absolutely. I was hurt. They did this, they did that. Almost because you wanted somebody else to understand, even if it was a tarot reader that you'd never met in your life, somebody to understand what you've been through and to sympathize with you. And to say, I understand. And yes, it was awful. Yes, you had to go through this. You reveled in that feeling. But what's happening now is that in the light of day, you're seeing everything very, very clearly. And you may be telling yourself, you know what? Yes, it was a challenging point of my life. It wasn't easy. It took me a long time to get over it, but I just don't want to dwell on this any longer. And that is where I think we start your reading, okay? Yes. So here we go, guys. Now the deck that I'm using is a Sanctus Concordia. If you feel this resonates with you, as always, you can always book a reading with me. My website's down below. The decks are all listed, and the link is there to join the channel if you'd like to become a member. So collective, you are no longer going down the rabbit hole, no longer listening to readings that cause you to relive what happened. You may be watching far more positive readings. You may be listening to empowerment videos. You may be concentrating on healing as opposed to needing verification that you went through this. You know, this is all part of the healing process. So guys, you are coming up the other side. You're seeing everything clearly. You're also realizing that what is done is done. You can't go back. You can't turn the clock back. You have to just look to the future now and make the best of things. Make the best of things, okay? So here we go, guys. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have for the collective, please? This is their personal reading for the month of October 2025. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, you may even have found that by going over and over and over this, it's caused you to lose yourself, right? It's caused you to feel even worse, or it's caused you to lose your sense of self-confidence. You don't want to think about this anymore. Yeah, you don't want to think about this anymore. Interesting. 5 of Cups. You have been dwelling on what was, what somebody did to you, what they said to you, a situation you found yourself in. You've been dwelling on this. No more. No more. I'm almost seeing this as a little creature poking its head up, realizing in the moonlight that the sun was coming up again. Oh, it's going to be a new day. It's going to be a new day. Good. Good. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, people. Let's cut the deck. Interesting that card flipped over. Interesting. Page of Cups. Now, it could well be in the next few days you receive a sincere apology, which of course is going to help with a healing process. Beautiful. Page of Cups. Crossing that is the Tower, yes. Somebody is going to apologize for bringing down the Tower. Because whatever this was, guys, it was painful. It was heartbreaking. It was a challenge to pull yourself up out of this. You may symbolically have been sitting in the rubble for quite a long time, maybe months. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they said that. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe they lied to me, deceived me, whatever this was. You have been dwelling on the Tower. But this apology is going to help you heal. It could be coming from a water sign, an Aries, a Scorpio in particular, with the Tower, right? In the past, the Star. In the past, you were on your journey. You were following the North Star, Aquarian energy. After that time, the Hermit. There might have been a difficult situation relating to a Virgo, or you went deep into introspection, you went down the rabbit hole, right? Disconnected from people around you. I just want to be by myself. I don't want to socialize. I don't want to go out. I just want to sit at home and think about what happened. Think about how this person or group of people hurt me, right? Dwelling on that. Dwelling on that. What you're thinking about now is the Page of Wands. This is you inspired to keep moving forward. This is you thinking there's no point in me sitting in a place of anger or upset about whatever happened. I just have to move forward. I just have to try and let it go, release the anger, release the upset, and look to my future. Because the energy that I've been sitting in just doesn't serve me anymore. It's not helping me. I'm just reliving this over and over and over again, which isn't healthy, you know? In the immediate future, guys, is the World, yes. You are deciding psychologically, emotionally, spiritually for some of you to close out what has been a very challenging cycle. You're just letting it go. I'm seeing somebody releasing a balloon. I'm just letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm not going to overthink, overanalyze, obsess about this anymore. You're letting it go. In your fears, yeah, 7 of Cups. Fearing that occasionally you're going to go back down that rabbit hole. Well, why did they do that? Why didn't they apologize before? Why did they leave me in this difficult situation? Yet you're just fearful that you're not going to be able to totally let go of what happened. In the environment is the Ace of Swords. Whoever is in your environment is on a new path too. Now, this could be the person that hurt you, or this is someone coming in to tell you the truth, understanding that you cut contact or you distanced yourself. Whoever this is also starting a new cycle. In your hopes is the 4 of Swords. Yes, hoping, guys, that you really can truly heal from this and let it go. hoping that you're not going to find yourself back down there again, reliving the pain, reliving the upset, feeling angry, feeling all screwed up about this. You're really hoping that you can actually put this in the past. You're hoping you can do that. And the outcome? The sun. Yes, this is you, that little creature, okay? Watching the sun come up, watching the sun rise, feeling much more like yourself, feeling a lot more optimistic. Oh, okay, that's done. No point in dwelling on it. Let's look to the future because it's a brand new day, right? It's a brand new day. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Beautiful. Look at the difference. So, guys, clarification for you. The devil. Okay. I think you've been obsessing about this to the point where you may even subconsciously have built up a lot of negative energy around you. Because when you sit in anger, resentment, bitterness, for a long period of time, it can attract negative energy because that's the energy of the devil, right? By going over and over this, by not being able to let it go, it's actually caused you to feel worse. This is the realization, guys, okay? Ace of Pentacles. They want you to look at what you have. You are entering a beautiful phase where you're going to feel very stable. There could be money coming in to help you if you've been struggling a little bit. It may well be that this is you planting new seeds somehow. You are detaching from that obsessive energy. Whoever is sat in the Ace of Swords, and to be honest, guys, I don't think this is the person apologizing to you. This could be someone new who might have gone through a similar situation. Could be. Could be. Nine of Wands. Yes. This is someone who has also gone through challenges, obstacles, heartbreak. They're just coming out of it. They're about to drop a situation. They're about to start their healing. I think you've done the majority of your healing, but you keep going back down the rabbit hole, going over and over and over this. At this point, when I think you meet this person, you would have finished this challenging cycle. You would have pulled yourself up out of this dark, negative, syrupy energy, right? Reveling in the disappointment, reveling in the anger, reveling in bitterness. You're just letting it go. You're embracing the sunshine. You're looking at the bigger picture. So whoever this is has almost been mirroring you. Yeah, Two of Wands. And they're standing at crossroads, looking at a brand new cycle themselves. You're looking at the Ace of Pentacles, very similar. They're looking at the world. I think it's time for me to let the situation go and step forward. And they're looking directly at you. So this could be somebody that you meet, or this could be an acquaintance of yours who actually is very interested in you. I feel that you two are going to pull each other together. You're going to exude positivity, and that energy is going to bounce between you until you find yourself feeling genuinely very happy. This person makes me feel good. They understand what I've been through because they've been through something similar themselves. You're going to help each other through your individual difficult situations because both of you are simply sick of thinking about it. So here you've been, guys. 5 of Cups. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that person did that to me. I can't believe they put me in that situation. Whatever that was for you, you're going to be receiving an apology. It could be brief. You may not even want to speak to this person, but an apology will be made for the Tower. Okay, it's going to happen soon. Underneath the deck, yeah, okay, Page of Swords. You're telling yourself a difficult message of truth, and that is this person isn't coming back into your life, or this person isn't going to try and make things better, whatever they did, but they are going to apologize. And I think that's going to be enough for you to put this finally in the past. Finally. Yes, 5 of Wands, because this person brought drama and chaos into your life. They may have made life very difficult for you. There could have been a situation where you felt what they did was unforgivable. It may well be that you felt this person would have behaved differently and they didn't. It was a shock, because the Tower is a shock. And I think, guys, you've been reliving this over and over and over to the point where you felt worse. I think with Temperance, this is Archangel Michael. I think with Temperance, they are wanting you, or he is wanting you, to let this go. Sit in a temperate energy, concentrate on healing, as opposed to going over what happened in the past. It's not serving you. It's not serving you. I think Archangel Michael is going to help you lift up out of what has been a challenging situation. So, collective, are you ready? Shall we begin? So here we have you. You have been sitting in the rubble of the Tower, and there is an apology coming in. Archangel Michael, tell us about the apology. The 10 of Cups. So this could relate to somebody who wanted to be with you, but they were in a long-term commitment with someone else, and they're coming in to apologize. I'm sorry. They could have dragged you into a third-party situation. That might, for some of you, have been what you were so upset about. 9 of Cups. Or we could be dealing here with somebody who was simply overindulgent. Somebody who might have acted selfishly, okay? Didn't think about you in the mix. 7 of Swords. Someone who deceived you, somebody who betrayed you. Okay, yeah. Justice. They're coming in to try and balance the scales. They're coming in to simply say, I've done some thinking about this. I just wanted to apologize. I felt that I should. You may have thought, well, they should have apologized before and they didn't. They may have been nervous about your reaction. They may have felt you would be very angry with them still, or very upset with them still. Deep down, guys, you may still be. The difference is you're not dwelling on that any longer. So this little apology is going to enable you to close the chapter and let it go. So in the past, guys, with the energy of the Sun, you thought you turned your back on this, you thought you'd healed from this, but you realised that you kept going back down that rabbit hole. You kept doing it. It's as if you couldn't help yourself. This was a difficult time for you, guys. Yeah, 6 of Cups. You kept thinking about the past. You just couldn't help it. You kept thinking about the past. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, unequal give and take. Or if this is someone in a relationship, you may have thought to yourself, okay, well, maybe one day they will leave that other person and commit to me. Two of Swords. You may even have blocked this person. You tried to heal from this. And for many of you, you might have felt you did. You got on with your lives. But maybe a few weeks later or a couple of months later, you were back down that rabbit hole. It's as if no matter how much you tried, you couldn't let this go. You just couldn't let it go. So this was you in the immediate past, hermit energy, pulling back, isolating yourself, going over and over and over what happened. The Moon, very confused. Why did they do that? I don't understand it. This could have been somebody who kept secrets from you. Or this was you simply fearful that you would never actually totally heal. I thought I'd healed. I thought that by blocking this person or detaching from the situation, it would be done. No, I feel the wound went very deep. So no matter what you did, guys, you just kept reliving this. You kept reliving this. Yes. You kept being drawn back down to the Ten of Wands. Reliving the Tower. Right? Yeah. You know, feeling that upset and heartbreak over and over and over and over again. You just couldn't help yourself. Three of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, guys. And I'm so sorry for what you went through, because this was incredibly painful. This was. And we've all gone through situations where we don't think we're going to be able to come up the other side, but you've done it. You've done it. Because what you're thinking about is Page of Wands. It's a new day. I'm going to close out the cycle for good, psychologically. I'm not going to dwell on this anymore. I'm not going to listen to tarot readings that go over and over and over the pain, the upset, the hurt. I'm going to let it go. You're shifting into a lighter frame of mind. You're looking to the future, and you're letting the divine pull you forwards into a beautiful new cycle. You're still feeling a little bit fragile. You're still feeling a bit unsure of yourself because of what you've been through, but you're determined to look to the future. You're determined. Yes, you're still a bit fragile. Four of Pentacles, you're still a bit nervous. You're holding on to your money. This is you holding back from being social, but you are tentatively coming up from that rabbit hole, bathed in this light, early morning light. The sun is rising, and you're simply telling yourself, tomorrow's another day. I'm hearing that song from the musical. Is it Annie? Might be Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there will be sun. Yes. I think, guys, you are going to begin to concentrate on your stability. You could be doing little things around the house, you know, to keep yourself occupied at weekends. You could be decluttering. You could be redecorating. You could be deciding to treat yourself to a few little things, nothing very much. You're holding on to your money, but you're beginning to feel that sense of internal contentment again. That's what I feel. Yeah, Four of Wands. Four of Wands. So you're still feeling a little bit shy, a bit nervous, a bit fragile. You may be staying home a great deal, but you're secure in yourself. You could have a decent job. You could have a lovely home, whether or not it's a tiny studio flat or whether or not it's a 4-bedroom house. You love your home. Home is where the heart is, right? Even if it's just you, home is where the heart is. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. You could be treating yourself, as I said. You could be treating your pets. You could be treating your kids if you're a single mom. You're doing little things that make you happy. You could be picking up a new hobby. You could be going on the odd day trip, but I'm getting somebody who prefers to be in and around their home environment. You know that you're ready. You may even be, in a strange way, berating yourself for wasting time dwelling on this. I can't believe it took me so long to just let this go. You know, yes. You're telling yourself off. 9 of Swords. I can't believe I just kept myself in the 9 of Swords for so long about this. But guys, people take longer to heal than others. You may have needed the time to come to terms with this and then release it. You're telling yourself, I don't want to sit in this 9 of Swords anymore. I just don't want to do it. It's dragging me down. It's just made me feel worse. I'm not doing that anymore. Now, in the immediate future, as you are very confidently closing out the cycle and building a new cycle, I think you're going to be communicating with this person here. I think this could be a potential new love interest. It may, though, even start as a friendship. This is someone who's been through an equally difficult time. They are standing at crossroads. Am I ready to totally detach, Ace of Swords, from the situation I've been in, from the heartbreak that I've experienced? Am I really ready? They're holding the world in their hands. They know that they have the courage to do this. And it's as if they're looking at you, understanding somehow that you've been through this too, or you've been through something similar. They understand it somehow. So this could be somebody that is an acquaintance, but there's been a spark between the two of you. But because you were sat in the 9 of Swords going through this, you weren't in the frame of mind to take this person seriously. They may have still been somehow connected to somebody else, and so they weren't single, right? So in actual fact, guys, you two are mirroring each other. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the World and the Ace of Swords for the collective? Thank you, Michael. Unusual date, 25th of October. Okay, guys. 28th of October, 2nd of November. I'm hearing I'd love to. Why not? This person may tentatively ask you to join them. They may be going to an event. They may have tickets for something. They could be going to something local. They may very casually say, look, I'm going to this. Do you want to go too? Because I'm almost feeling that even though there's a spark of attraction and that's tangible, you're both feeling it, this is someone who isn't ready to move into a relationship, and you're still tentatively finding your feet in this new cycle. So this is a friendship, or this is an acquaintanceship that's going to grow into a friendship that could take off later on down the line. But this is lovely. This person wants to spend time with you. You two get on really well. They love your company. You feel really good when you're around this person. I think you're going to say yes. How is this person feeling in general? In general. Oh, bless. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, they may be a bit worried about money. Somebody may have caused them financial loss, or this is someone who felt a bit left out in the cold. They could have been with a partner who cheated on them, or they could have been with a partner who left them. This is someone who's been through some trials and tribulations, guys. Knight of Pentacles, could be an earth sign, could be slightly younger. This is someone who sees the potential of this with you, but they're still trying to totally emotionally disconnect from a situation that's been difficult. Yeah. So they are nearly out of this cycle they've been in. I think with the Eight of Pentacles, they've been throwing themselves into their work. If they had problems with someone who somehow caused them financial loss, they are working on rebuilding their finances. Yeah. Very career orientated, yes. Because they walked away from a situation that was unfulfilling, that was very stressful. This person could have recently moved to your area. They may have got divorced. They may simply have left a relationship. I feel this person's also sort of been in hermit mode. Overthinking, overanalyzing, not able to accept that this difficult situation happened for them, to them. Yes, they've been stuck in their head about their own situation. You guys have actually both been trying to extract yourself from a little bit of a negative mindset pertaining to what you both went through independently. Tell us more about this person. Okay, King of Cups. So this could be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this could be somebody who is now back in touch with their emotion. If you are a masculine out there, this could be a female who may have had issues with a King of Cups, but she's detaching, okay, and you two are communicating. What happened to this person? Wow, okay. 10 of Swords. So guys, you went through something very challenging that caused you to sit in the 9 of Swords and the Tower. This person went through the 10 of Swords and they've been sat in the 9 of Wands. I mean, guys, both of you have had really painful cycles to close out. I think this person's got out of something very difficult. I think they have decided it's time as well. Yes, Chariot, wow. This is somebody who is leaving a painful situation behind. They're determined to push forward. They're determined to progress. And look at your energy. You're sitting in the world. It's as if you've both been through the mill. You're wrapping up those cycles and you're sort of meeting in the middle and developing this beautiful new friendship. Why do I feel this is divinely guided? Well, of course, Archangel Michael. Yes, it may well be. How are you feeling when this person approaches you? 7 of Wands. Interesting. Still a little bit guarded, a bit nervous. You're standing back as if you're thinking, yeah, okay, I just hope that you're not going to hurt me as I was hurt before, because I can't deal with much more. I've been through the Tower. You're just feeling a bit fragile, guys, and that's normal. You're feeling a bit sensitive. Yeah. The Strength card. You're going to hold back from developing a romantic connection, assuming this could move into something romantic. You're holding back. I don't think this is you being antisocial. I think you two are talking, communicating, you're enjoying each other's company. But this is you purely seeing this person as a friend, even though the spark is there, because you're so not ready for this to turn into something that could be more serious. And I don't think this person is looking for a relationship either, not at this point. But you are understanding the value of each other at this phase of your lives. This person, I'm sure, is super happy to have met you. And I don't know, you may spend time with this person and just feel happier around them. This could simply be a really, really lovely person. Very bright, very positive, somebody with really good morals, somebody that makes you smile. Yeah. Look at these major arcana as well, guys. Unreal. Divinely guided for sure. And another major arcana, death. Wow. You are going through major change and transformation. You're finding your feet again, guys. You're finding your happiness again. You're shifting out of this dark, heavy, negative energy, painful energy you've been sitting in, dwelling on what happened. And you're transitioning forward, feeling lighter, feeling brighter, feeling more optimistic, more enthusiastic. And it's something to do with this person who you're going to be spending a lot more time with. Whoever this is for you, it's to do with the arrival of this person in your life. Yes, because suddenly you are realizing, right, with the sun, that tomorrow is another day. You're embracing change. You're leaving the past behind. You're turning your back on what was. And you're facing the sun. Let's have a look at the energy between you two. The High Priestess. Fascinating. Guys, there is going to be an unspoken feeling that you two were meant to meet, not only to help each other through your difficult cycles that you're both closing independently, but also there's a strong spiritual connection here. You may have known each other in a past life. You may feel that somehow this person feels familiar to you. You may not understand why. It may not be anything specific, but somehow you feel comfortable in this person's energy. You can both relax with each other. Both of you feel that way, although neither of you are saying that, because it's almost as if you do go down that road, realizing that something's developing here, you both may feel it's too fast, too soon, you know? But this is just an unspoken understanding that you both love each other's company. Simply that. And so, guys, with the Four of Swords in your hopes, I think this is you taking a big step back, thinking about this person that you've met, this friendship that's blossoming. And I think this is you just wondering whether or not this is going to turn into a new romance. So with the final card being the Sun, which is beautiful, let's have a look at what this is. What is the Sun, please, Archangel Michael? Leo energy. You're getting your strength back, your confidence back. Ooh, 8 of Wands. So guys, I think this friendship is going to blossom into a romance. You may feel that this person is beginning to flirt with you. And it's going to sort of empower you. It's going to lift your spirits. It's going to make you feel lighter and brighter, more optimistic. Yes, the Hangman. You're going to see this person totally differently. This is you seeing them initially as an acquaintance and then getting to know them as a friend and then realizing that this spark is building. You're seeing them at this point as a potential partner. And you're realizing they feel the same. You're realizing it. They feel it too. Yes. And both of you may recognize that you're naturally moving into a new cycle, but not as individual people here. You're moving forward as a potential couple. But this is easy, guys. There's going to be no pressure, no overthinking, no, are they going to ring me? Aren't they? This is someone you could be communicating with every day via WhatsApp. Hey, how are you? What have you been up to today? That sort of thing. But it's going to develop. Yeah, it's going to develop, guys. Oh, the Fool. And you may be feeling quite excited because at this point, you've left the past behind. You're on a brand new journey. You've learned so much about yourself. You had to go through this challenging time because it sort of highlighted how happy this new cycle is going to make you. Yeah, guys. And there we have it, Knight of Cups. This person's going to let you know that they're beginning to care about you. They could be starting to buy you little things. They could turn up one day with flowers or a little present. Or you could be transitioning from meeting at the weekends for coffee to drinks in the evening. And before you know it, you guys are going out for dinner. They could be introducing you to their friends. They could be opening up and talking to you about their plans for the future. I think, guys, what you're going to realize at this point of time is this is going to move forward into possibly quite a serious relationship. I mean, look at these lovely cards. It may surprise you. You may look back and think, God, I never thought that this friendship with this person would actually turn into a commitment. That's what we're looking at. Yes, Ace of Cups. That's what we're looking at, guys. This is so lovely. You're still not wanting to rush this, but what you're acknowledging here is they're ready. You're ready. This could be a few months after you start developing this friendship. It's going to happen naturally. It's going to be spontaneous. And it's going to be, most importantly, completely mutual. Two of Cups. Yeah. Yes, guys. This is a brand new romance that's blossomed out of a friendship. You've put the past in the past at this point. So is this person, and you're both recognizing how valuable you are to each other. And you're probably both recognizing at this point that this was all meant to happen in the way that it did for both of you. Yeah. Yes. Because at this point, both of you have learned those painful lessons. You're both realizing that you're ready for a new relationship, and I think you're both going to meander down this river together into the future. You've both learned some lessons, but I think this is going to be smooth sailing from here onwards, guys. And I'm feeling very emotional for someone here. You're going to look back in a few months' time and simply realize that you two were meant to meet. And I'm hearing that song again, the sun will come out tomorrow. Because tomorrow is another day. Oh, guys, what a beautiful reading. I am going to leave it there. I hope this resonated with you. Do leave me a comment down below if you feel it did. Take care of you. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.